Check 1, 2. If you happen to be joining us on Facebook Live, we are going to have seniors recognition at 6:30. Pregame interview with Coach Fountley was taken here in just a few minutes. If you're joining us now, please stand by. Do me a favor, share this video, like the video. Join the chat session a little bit. Sometimes it gets kind of interesting. And first round of the AISA 2A football championship. Talk to y'all soon. All right, folks, you're with us on Facebook. Got a few of you on there. If you will, share the video, like the video. We're going to play Coach Fountain's halftime interview here in just a minute. And seniors will start off at 6:30, senior recognition, which is 20 minutes from now. All right, folks, I think we've got this ready to play for y'all, and we will be back shortly.
Ricky Dean here along with Coach Hugh Fountain of the Escambia Academy Cougars as we get set to open up the playoffs in 2020. Coach, it's been a long time coming to get to where we are now. You know, there for a time during the summer, we didn't know whether we were going to have football at all, and now here we are opening up the first round of the playoffs. We've got Springwood Academy coming to town, and the Springwood Wildcats coming all the way from Lynette, Alabama. So we had to make a long bus trip last week to pick up a big win at Bessemer Academy. The Cougars coming out with a 33-12 win last week. That was a good ball game. Good ball game to watch, and I'm sure that you were pleased with the performance of your bunch.
Yeah, we were, and I tell you, this is the reason your ranking out of your area is very important. Because a long ride from here to Lynette,
Exactly.
and we don't want to make that ride. So that was one of the, that's one of our driving forces as we get into the seasons. We tell the kids these playoff games are important to have at home because in the AISA they do give you home field advantage based upon your ranking. So if you finish number one in your region, you're going to get all your ball games at home, and I think that's going to be beneficial because we don't have to disrupt the entire school day and go to Springwood or somewhere, play
seem to be peaking at the right time of this season, and you're really starting to play better. And one of the things that I noticed last week was the number of mistakes that we made. Even though we did make some, the number of mistakes that were made seemed to be less than they had been in previous weeks.
Right. Well, turnovers was important. We didn't turn the ball over. When we played, in some other ball games, we've had 4 and 5 turnovers. So last week, we didn't turn the ball over. Now, we still had, some penalties in the game at bad moments. But I think when you go to comparing scores, you have to look at where you played the ball game. We played our game here against Glenwood. Springwood had to go to Glenwood. Tough place to play. But, I'm not much on comparing scores. I'm not really much on comparing games. I just say when you come to one, it's all according to who's hot and who's not, and who's playing well and who's not playing well. So for us, we're playing well right now. We hope that we can continue on. Our forte the past 5-6 years has really been that we get better as the season goes on and we get stronger based upon our schedule. Our schedule helps us. We may lose some games in the regular season, but we tend to play better toward the end of the season and into the playoffs. That's been good for us. Hopefully that will be the same MO this year. We still got to go out and play the game, so we'll see. If that holds true for us, we're hoping it will. Like I said, we've had a great week of practice. We're looking forward to playing the game. John Gartman, the football coach at Springwood, was on our staff here for 6 years. We had a lot of respect for John. He was our defense coordinator when we won 2 state championships here. So, obviously, we know he's a good football coach. But, we just look at this as what's necessary for us to proceed on to the semifinals next week. Is a victory here. We've got to get it in order to go to the next level.
Last time you guys played was back in 2011. Springwood and the Cougars played each other, and you came out with a win that night, 62-42.
Yeah, let me tell you a funny story on that. This was before I got here. Might have been the year before I got here. I watched the film when I came here, and I told the boys the very first time I met with them, I said, I'm going to tell y'all one thing that I don't believe we're going to do when I'm the coach here and when we institute our program is you're not going to have any 62-42 ball games.
Right.
Because we hate those kind of games.
Exactly.
I do. I personally hate them. I don't think our staff likes them either. Now, if it's 62-0, we live that. But these high-scoring 62-42 games, that was one thing that we said, that goes back to regulating your defense, Right. And with us, defense and being able to run football and playing defense has been something we've hung our hats on. And I believe Springwood beat them in that ball game, beat us, Escambia Academy in that game that night. And we just didn't, we just didn't want to be that style of football. We want to be a style of football that controls the clock if we're able to do it, plays great defense, and plays hard. And when people, the number one thing we try to tell people when we come off the field is that we want them just to say, them Escambia Academy boys are mighty tough. You know what I mean? There's no easy out when you play Escambia Academy, so it doesn't mean we're gonna always win them, but we just don't want to be easy out for anybody, and hopefully we can show up with that kind of fervor when we play tonight.
Well, one of the things you just mentioned is the other times that you guys have played Escambia and Springwood, you guys have played each other twice. Escambia has won both ball games. So you've got an 0-2 record in times that you've played them. Of course, you guys, the Cougars being the number 1 team in the region, finishing number 1, you're up against them. They're the number 4 in Region 1. So that's the way that worked out. Of course, if you look back over the years now, state playoff championships for Springwood, they haven't, they're not a bad football team. I mean, on paper, if you look at them, they were some years back, but in 80, 81, 82, and in 85, they won state championships. So they've got some history there. And, there again, it's playoff football. So everybody's excited to be in the playoffs and stuff up because but I was always taught that when you're playing against a wing T offense, if you play linebacker and you're watching, one of your keys is to always follow your guards because they're going to pull those guards, and the guards are going to take you to the football. They're going to take you to the point of attack.
Well, you have to, and both our linebackers have done a really good job this year. You have to read the guards under wing T offense. Now, they will do false pulls. Some of these better wing T teams will give you a false pull and get you out of position. But for the most part, them guards are going to carry you to the ball. And you've got to read those keys and get there. And another thing, too, is you got to really reduce gaps. In other words, when a gap blocks down, you can't just stand there. You got to reduce that gap physically with your body. You know, if you do that and you read your keys, then and then people don't, run upfield. You can't run upfield against wing T. That's what they want you to do. They don't want to sit on the line of scrimmage and you slow it down what they're doing. And that's what we try to do. And we've had fair success with it. Hopefully tonight it'll be the same way. Maybe we can get a good groove on them and, know what they're doing offensively. But they do have an outstanding running back, two good running backs. And I think that's going to be our big thing is to read your keys and get in the right spots.
Well, Coach, I tell you what, we're excited. Playoff football is here in Canoe, and of course, if we're fortunate enough to win tonight, we'll be at home again next week. And then, but we don't want to look ahead. We want to take care of this one game at a time. We'll take care of this one and move on. That anything you got left to say? You want to mention anything?
Well, we've not looked ahead at all. We've only looked at Springwood. We're not worried about who we play next. We don't really even care. We like we tell the boys, we have no control of who's going to win any game. We just have to take care of our own. And so I'm looking to see how we play early in this game. Do we play with enthusiasm? Do we get after it? Do we play like it really means something to us? And I think we will because why wouldn't we play that way the whole season?
Well, Coach, congratulations on the win last week. Good luck to you this week, and hope we'll be doing this interview again next week when we move on.
That's right. Thank you, Ricky.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Folks, if you're joining us, I apologize for the mistake. Earlier today when I made the overlays for the game, the initial overlay I had Southern. And we're not playing Southern tonight, we're playing Springwood, which is John Gartman, former OC here at Escambia. And we will get started with senior night here shortly. If you're on the live stream, if you can, give me a thumbs up if everything sounds okay. And the fog you see tonight in Canoe, Alabama is not fog, it is peanut dust. If you could, though, send me a message if we sound pretty good to you. Folks, if you're just joining us, we are waiting for the pregame festivities to begin, which is going to be recognition of the senior members of our school. I believe we're recognizing all fall sports and dance, band, etc. Hey. I don't remember. Yeah, it was, it might have been, ain't no rush. Ain't no problem. Ain't no problem. You want to take a picture of that? Stats coming into the game.
I'll hold it for you.
That's fine. Just fun.
The senior cheerleaders, Miss Tiffany Jury, will present each girl with a rose for her parents. Lillian Bonner. Lillian is the daughter of Bill Bonner and Kim and Michael McDonald. Lillian has cheered at EA for 11 years. LaCrystal Turner. LaCrystal is the daughter of Sharon Foltz. LaCrystal has cheered for EA for 4 years. Gabrielle Williams. Gabby is the daughter of Nathan and Trevor Dawson and Kenny Williams. Gabby has cheered for EA for 6 years. Next, for the senior football players, head coach Hugh Fountain will present each player with a rose for his parents. Number 4, wide receiver, Sam Fields. Sam is the son of John and Leah Fields. Sam has been a part of the EA football team for 6 years. Number 5, defensive end and wide receiver, Randall Bonds. Randall is the son of Larry and Sherry Bonds. This is Randall's 4th year playing football for the Cougars. Number 7, kicker, Parker Robinson. Parker is the son of Matt and Kathy Robinson. Parker has been on the EA football team for 3 years. Number 17, wide receiver and linebacker, Tyler Ray. Tyler is the son of Ronnie and Jessica Cloud. This is Tyler's 2nd year to play EA football. Number 21, defensive end and linebacker, Caleb Davis. Caleb is the son of Jason and Wendy Davis. This is Caleb's 5th year to play football for the Cougars. Number 22, running back and safety, Dr. McGee. Dr. is the son of Daniel McGee and Jamie McGee. Dr. has played EA football for 4 years. Number 24, wide receiver, TJ Riley. TJ is the son of Thomas and Mabel Riley. TJ has played EA football for 2 years. Number 27, defensive back and receiver, Josh Sproul. Josh is the son of Mark and Susan Sproul. This is Josh's 2nd year to play football. Number 52, offensive lineman, Jackson Dorff. Jackson is the son of Brandon and Cindy Dorff. Jackson has played EA football for 6 years. And number 57, center, Troy Fountain. Troy is the son of Hugh and Susan Fountain. Troy has played EA Cougar football for 8 years. Thank you, seniors and parents. We're proud to call you a part of the EA family. We're also proud of all you seniors that you have accomplished this year as student athletes. You'll be greatly missed next year. We wish you all the very best in your future endeavors. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in congratulating our seniors and their parents.
All right, folks, we're going to turn the audio back down for a little bit, and we'll be bringing it back up just before kickoff at halftime. Please stay with us as we recognize our homecoming court, and should be a very, very exciting game. John Gartman, head coach of Springwood, was actually at Escambia Academy for quite some time. I'll give you some pregame stats while you've already joined. Let me grab my little notepad. For Escambia, come with stats I want to give you, rushing stats. Total for the year of rushing yards, Daniel Nettles, we call him Bubba. 128 carries, 1,000 plus rushing yards, 1,061, 12 touchdowns. Landon Sims has 96 carries for 720, averaging 7.5 per rush, 10 touchdowns. Daltrey McGee has a total of 341, 4 touchdowns. Christian Crook, number 29, 4 touchdowns. He's averaging 5.75 per game, per rush. Passing stats, really only have 2 to talk about. Landon Sims, our primary quarterback, 90 attempts for a total 57 completed, 1,027 yards, 6 touchdowns, 3 interceptions in the season. And last week, Bubba Nettles, 1 attempt, 1 completion, 32 yards, touchdown, Bubba. On the receiving, leading the wide receivers is Tyler Ray Cloud, 12 receptions, 274, 1 touchdown. Randall Bonds has 10 for 214. Sam Fields, 7 for 166. Sam's checking in for 2 touchdowns. Malachi Haynes, 146 yards on 9 receptions for 2 touchdowns. Daltrey McGee also with the touchdown. And another Bubba Nettles stat here. Also 125 yards, wide receiver stat, and 1 touchdown. Kicking stats, Landon Sims is 35.4. Extra points, he's 25 of 27. Field goals, 2 for 2. And longest distance of those 2, 37 and 24. Going to lead our defense stats. We've got J.J. Stevens, 83 tackles. Bubba Nettles with 74. Randall Bond, 64. Sam Fields, 61. Brady Howell, 49. Daltrey McGee, 42. Nick Kane, 34. And the stats go on and on. Tonight, I'll give you kind of a roundup of where the AISA is sitting. In Class 3A, Glenwood knocked off Clark Prep last night. And Morgan is playing Hooper this evening. Bessemer played last night. They knocked off Lee Scott. So that leaves the winner between Pike and Monroe will face Bessemer. Pike and Monroe are playing tonight, and Morgan and Hooper playing tonight. Over in 2A, where we are, Chambers is going to be playing Atauga at Chambers. Should be a pretty good game. Bobby Carr is a great coach. If you're in the AISA, you know that. He's had an off season, but you can never count someone down. Patrician is going to be taking on Edgewood. Of course, we're hosting Springwood, and earlier on the game, if you're watching this post-game, we did have the wrong name there at the beginning. I apologize for that. We are taking on Springwood. Macon East is going to be taking on Wilcox. And if I can find my 1A sheet, which is now MIA. Somebody has come up and grabbed my stats. We'll go over the 1A here in just a second. Not sure if any of the 1A teams have played yet. I don't believe they have. Let's see here, just so you're aware of the 1A schools. Over in 1A, Crenshaw is going to be taking on Pickens, Sparta taking on Lowndes, Jackson, Lakeside, Abbeville, and South Choctaw. So, should be an interesting game. Do me a favor and chat with us tonight. We sometimes, when it gets real crazy up here, we're not able to see all the chat window, but y'all feel free to interact with each other. I do ask you that you remember the AISA policy. Let's be fun out here, have a good time on the chat. If you're seeing you're being negative or anything that's not going to be polite, we'll kick you off the chat. So hopefully you haven't had to do that in quite some time. But sit back and kick off here in roughly 12 minutes and 30 seconds. Go Cougars.
All right, cheerleaders, lead everybody to the spirit line.
Check 1, 2, 2, 2, 2. Folks, we'll get started here in just a minute. Somebody else got my other stat sheet. I don't know where it went. Here's yours. Yeah, we're up. Let me check the audio real quick. Yeah, we're good.
Okay. What is their mascot before we get to
Wildcat.
That's what I thought. Okay.
Out of Landon. Lynette.
Lynette.
Up your way. if you're in Georgia. Eastern time. Found that out today.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Their Facebook page said kickoff at 8. I'm like, what? Yeah.
They way over there then.
Oh, yeah.
All right, welcome, Cougar fans, to tonight's matchup between your Escambia Academy Cougars and the Springwood Academy Wildcats. Is that right, or the Springwood School?
Springwood School.
Okay, Springwood School Wildcats. As the captains for tonight
Appears to be your seniors.
will be the senior class. Looks like for both sides. About 7 minutes away from kickoff here in Canoe, Alabama. Temperature is about 68 degrees. Beautiful night for football as we open up with the Class 2A Region 2 first round of the state playoffs.
These two teams have met prior only 2 times.
2 times. And
Both in semis.
And
Or I'm sorry, both in the first round.
And
EA winning both.
winning both. Okay.
Really the only difference, can't remember the years. My stat sheet's missing. But this year, their head coach is one of our old coaches.
That's right. That's right. Very well. We know each other very well, so there'll be no tricks up the sleeve, I would think, being the two coaches are familiar. He was a defensive coordinator here for 4 years. Is that correct, John Gartman?
Yes.
As Bubba Nettles goes out to meet with the officials.
So while they're doing it, last game, Lakeside Springwood played. They defeated Lakeside last Thursday night, 44-26. They're coming off a win. You know they're excited. The history between these two, last time they met, EA won 42 to 32 in 2011. We went on to lose to Patrician that year in the second round. And then 2009, EA defeated them. First time we'd ever made it to the first round playoffs, and was defeated in the semis by Monroe.
Okay, so the Cougars won the toss, deferred to the second half, so they will open up the game on defense as Springwood will receive the opening kickoff. Go back to Springwood Lakeside. I believe, Tim, that was probably a game where winner went to the playoffs and loser stayed home. So that was probably a big game for them because that was number 4 and number 5 seed at the time. And probably winner would be 4, which was Springwood. So that was a big game. Of course, the Cougars coming off the big win last week in Bessemer, beating the number 2 ranked team in the
SAWA? Alabama Sports Writers Association. I always type it wrong.
I always say it wrong. But so big win. Cougars did move into the number 2 slot. So that's a big statement for to close out the regular season. I heard something. I got the stats here, and I'm assuming these are season totals.
They are. This is my favorite when you get to it. I mentioned some of it earlier. That was last week.
Oh, yeah, that was a big play. I didn't miss
Make sure you mention that one.
Yes. So leading rusher for the Cougars is Bubba Nettles, Jr. He's got 128 carries with 1,061 yards, averaging 8.28 with 12 touchdowns on the year. Now, keep in mind, folks, we have only played 8 games. We're 7-1, is that right?
We're 8-1.
8-1. So we played 9 games. So that's pretty impressive stats for 9 games. Landon Sims is the second leading rusher with 720, 10 touchdowns. Dalton McGee, 341, 4 touchdowns. Christian Crook, which is a sophomore, he's got 167 yards and 4 touchdowns. Passing stats, Landon Sims, 57 for 90 with 1,027. So you got a 1,000-yard passer and a 1,000-yard rusher, 6 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. Here's my favorite, Bubba Nettles, 1 of 1 for 32 yards and a touchdown on a beautiful play last week. If you missed it, folks, go back and watch it. It was a beautifully executed play. We're going to pause for a moment for the invocation.
Man, she can sing that like nobody I know.
Okay, welcome back. Let's go over a few more stats as we're getting ready for the kickoff here. Leading tackler for the Cougars is J.J. Stevens, followed by Bubble Nettles. Interception leader, Dalcher McGee with 4. Landon Sims with 3. And Malachi Haynes with 3. Malachi's also got a punt block on the year. Landon's got Nick Kane's got a field goal block, and Randall Bonds has a punt block. Defense, I wish I had the average points allowed per game. It's not on my sheet here, but it was hovering around a 13 mark. I'm sure it's probably came down just a little bit from last week's performance against Bessemer. Tim, I was looking over the roster here, Springwood. When you sent it to me last week, I was counting. I think they have 18 players on the team, in which 10 of those are seniors.
16, 18, somewhere around in there.
So maybe 16 and 10 of those are seniors or something.
But that's, I tell you what, I don't, size, I don't care. They're here to play.
It only takes 11 to win. So.
Yes, sir. And that's part of being in the AISA. They were 1A last year, so this is their first year in 2A.
All right, so Landon Sims has it teed up to kick it away as we get this game started. It's going to be fielded, brought up the middle. Didn't get his number.
We'll get it in a second. He's coming up the field.
Finds some running room there. Gets out about the 40-yard line. Tackle made there by Christian Crook, looks like.
Number 1, I believe.
Number 1, Cannon Keith, senior running back. And I heard, as you all did during the pregame, Coach said they got 2 pretty good running backs. I'm assuming that's probably going to be one of them. I'm guessing number 3, O.J. Taubert's going to be the other one. So Wildcats would start their opening possession on their own 40-yard line, 1st and 10. Traditional wing tee style offense. A lot of pulling guards, misdirection. Make no gain on that play. Looks like it's going to bring up 2nd and 10.
You know who had Thursday night football games this week?
I did. I saw it.
So we have Glenwood defeating
Clark Prep, a lot to a little.
Yep. Bessemer defeating Pike.
Oh, I didn't know Bessemer played.
Yep.
Okay. So that gave him a yard gain on that. It's going to bring up 2nd and 9. Hand off to number 1 again. He's caught in the backfield there. It looks like by no, that's going to be Nick Kane. Going to stop it for no gain. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 9.
Look for a pass play, I would imagine. Nope.
Hand off. Little trap play up the middle. Going to be stopped for about a yard loss. Going to bring up 4th and 10. So Wildcats not finding very much yardage on that Cougar defense, as they're going to give up no yards on 4 plays, and looks like their punting team comes on. Back deep for the Cougars is going to be Landon Sims and Daughtry McGee. Doing the punting duties tonight for Springwood is going to be number, looks like 7, Jay Davison. Bad snap. He drops it, and he just kicks it off the ground. And it's going to gain about 8 yards from the original line. Oh, no, wait. Landon Sims picks it up down the sideline. He's going to take it in for the touchdown. Beautiful play right there by Sims. Returns the punt 50 yards for a Cougar touchdown. No flags on the play. Where's the?
It's right there. Sorry.
Well, that thing's loud tonight. We got some good air pressure, Tim.
I'm full of hot air.
So 9:59 to go here in the first. Cougars strike first on a punt return, 50 yards by Landon Sims down the sideline. Take a 6-0 lead as Sims is on for the PAT by the hold of Caleb Davis. Sims' kick is good. Makes the score 7-0 Cougars. And that's going to make Landon 26 of 28 on the year.
That was quick. EA's on the board.
On the board. We already scored another touchdown while we were on break.
Huh. They'll get it. We've got somebody filling in tonight.
Yeah, we got officials were running the scoreboard tonight. As you know, a lot of teams in AISA are done with their season, so had some extra refs tonight, so they were able to send some clock keepers down. Looks like we've got a few extra on the field tonight as well.
Maybe they'll get it fixed. We know what the score is.
Maybe they know something we don't.
Do you get 2 for punt return?
Maybe they buy one, get one free.
They'll figure it out. Google it.
Kick's going to be received by number 1. Up the middle, he's got another good return. He breaks away. He's got a little room. Nettles, he does a stiff arm. Little guy's fast. Keenan Key. And that's just about to the same spot, maybe 2 yards better than where they started their last possession. Looks like it's going to be about the 40, we're going to call it the 41.5. So Springwood will take over 1st and 10 on their own 41.5 yard line.
And if you're looking at the clock in the top right corner of your screen, it's actually only 7.
About a 5-yard gain there by Keenan.
There's an article about that kid. I'll see if I can find it and give you some stats from the previous game.
He's a smaller kid. I don't see if it's got their height on there. It doesn't, but he's about 5'8", I'm guessing, and looks like he's pretty fast. This time, Cougar defense sniffs it out, and they're going to stop him for about a yard loss. Brady Howell on the stop.
Did you have nothing to do with that helicopter?
I'm not flying in tonight. Caught in the backfield, it's like big J.J. Stevens on the stop there. Going to be another loss on the play there, about a yard, maybe half a yard. It's going to bring up 4th down again for Springwood. It'll be about 4th and 7. So from where the ball is to the marker is about a yard difference. But anyway, back deep to receive. Sims and Daughtry McGee. He got a better snap, a little better kick. It's going to go out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. So the Cougars will take over their first offensive possession. 1st and 10 on their own 36-yard line.
Yeah, if you're joining us, we've got a new timekeeper tonight, and they've got the score incorrect. It's not 13-0. They are trying to work on it. Not as quickly moving as I thought we would be.
Cougars come out in a spread formation. Empty backfield. Bonds goes in motion. Sims going to keep it right up the middle. Find some running room. Picks up a Cougar 1st down. Looks like about 16 on the carry. Crosses midfield into Wildcat territory. Is that right, Tim? Wildcat?
Yep. 1st down, Cougars.
1st down, Cougar.
Yeah, Besmer kind of had that going on the other night, too.
I could hear it on there. I was wondering, I was picturing a man jumping up and down from Tuscaloosa.
He was in another box, thank goodness.
Okay.
But, yeah, TA guy.
Oh, ball's on the ground. Sims just falls on it. Bad snap.
Good recovery, real quick.
Going to lose about 4 on the play. Going to bring up 2nd and 14. So ball back on Cougar side of the field.
If you're from Springwood and you have any of the stats from the previous game, feel free to. Something's leaking on me.
Yeah, it looks like our roof's leaking. I think we had some shingles blow off there in the storm.
But feel free to post those in the chat, and we'll take a look at them.
Quick pass out to Devin Kelly in the flats. He breaks away from a tackle. He's going to pick a good portion of the yards up we lost. Going to pick up about 7 on the play.
Oh, scoreboard's correct. Whoop, whoop. Check that. I know a guy.
There you go. 3rd and 5.
Your dog's barking.
Wide open Bonds down the sideline. He makes the catch. Inside down about the 6-yard line. Gonna be about a 36-yard, 37-yard gain on the play. Sets the Cougars up at the 5-yard line. 1st and goal. Hand off to Nettles. He weaves through, falls in for the Cougar touchdown. There are no flags on the play. So 6:21 to go here in the first.
He is. He is.
He's blowing back. All righty. So the train comes through as we blow our horn.
Hit it one time for him. Might as well. Why not?
It ain't like it's going to be any louder.
When you have, keep doing it again.
That's air
No.
pressure.
Get out of here with that mess.
Hey, we listen to your loud music. You got to listen to our horn.
Somebody complained that the horn's too loud.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
Sorry, folks. So 6:21 to go here in the first. Cougars strike again, 13-0. As Sims on to attempt the PAT, and they come shift out of it. And J.J. Stevens takes the direct snap and drives ahead in for the two-point conversion. So 6:21 to go here in the first quarter. Cougars 15, Springwood Wildcats 0. As J.J. Stevens converts on the Wildcat.
You know this, I've been doing the filming for, I don't know, 3 or 4 years, and I don't think I've ever had 15 points on the board.
Very rare.
Just thought I'd point that out. Something new.
It is 2020, Tim.
Oh my goodness, let's not even go there. Just pray that this 2020 is over soon.
Yeah, can we cut 2020 short and just go right on into 21?
I think we need to go and cut to 2025.
I'm good with that.
Leave it at that. Let's just advance a few years. COVID will be gone by then. All kinds of stuff will change.
Yeah.
EA's kicking off again.
All right, Sims tees it up. Keenan back deep to receive.
Ooh, a little low, flat.
Knuckleball hits the up man, and he takes a knee on it at about the 29-yard line. So Wildcats will take over 1st and 10. I'm going to say it was the 30, but looked like it was a 29 to me. But anyway, 1st and 10 on the 30-yard line. They're on 30.
So mine's suffering down there on the bench because he's got to go out at halftime dressed up. Woke up this morning and said ankle hurts, can't do it. Pass play.
And
I think we're going to have a flag. He was on his back. I'm going to have to agree with that one. I mean, he was. You don't agree? Okay. Yeah, I don't think you can do that.
looks like Christian Crook there is going to be guilty of the pass interference. That's going to give the Wildcats a 15-yard gain and a first down. Should set them up about their own 45-yard line.
Get a little bit of coaching out there. Get Christian back into the coverage routine he needs to be in. Using the official as the practice guard. Got score updates from other schools, let us know. We'll send them out there.
Got a pass complete to number 7, Davison. He's run out of bounds about the 42-yard line. It's going to be good enough for Springwood first down. Ball's now on Cougar side of the field.
Tallgood's down by 6 against Chambers.
So who are we watching for next week, Tim?
I can tell you that. I got that info.
Looks like Brady Howell on the stop there.
So we have Chambers and Autauga playing tonight, and Patrician and Edgewood in the other bracket. We are going to be looking at Macon East and Wilcox.
Macon East and Wilcox, and that's going to be, I'm sure, at Macon East.
Yes. And I have not seen them post a score update yet.
I see you have some predictions here. So
Yeah, I posted that on that Let's Talk. I'm 1 for 1 or 2 for 2 right now.
okay. Drops back to passes.
Sam Fields causes the ball to come loose.
Cougars pick it up down the sideline. They're going to take it all the way for a touchdown.
Who is it?
I believe that's Devin Kelly.
Yep.
I'm not sure his arm wasn't going forward, Tim. He was trying to pass it, but either way, I couldn't get a real. Can you replay it?
Yep. Sorry. Yeah,
it.
can't see it.
All right. 5 minutes to go here in the first. Cougars 21, Springwood 0. Sims on to kick again, possibly. Last time they pulled a little trickaroo and went for 2. Let's see what they do here. Snap, the hold is good, the kick is good. So Sims is going to be 27 of 29 on the year. These are some pretty impressive stats considering the competition we've played this year, along with, we've played every, and if I'm wrong, correct me, we've played every state champion and runner-up this year.
Yeah.
Except for Chambers. That was the only one.
Correct,
that we
and they were
haven't.
runner-up in 1A.
Yep, they were 1A. That's
defeated by Southern, who we
Yes,
played.
Yes. So it's been a pretty tough schedule. Played the number 1 and number 2 team in the state. And they've put up those kind of stats, and defense has been stellar this year. I heard that they're in the running to possibly break an AISA record. They got a little hill to climb to make that possible, but it is doable. You hadn't heard that?
Oh, what did we?
So I believe it's either 22 or 35 points that they can't give up between now and the state championship game, and they will break a AISA record for the least amount of points scored in a season. Now that's what I heard. That's secondhand information. So if that doesn't sound right.
Oh, we're gonna have face mask. Yeah.
Yes, we do. It looks like Tyler Cloud just reached out and got a little handful of face masks. He turned it loose, so hopefully that'll be just a 5-yard mark off instead of a 15. So
not much to discuss there. It was face mask. I mean, yep.
And I'm not even sure if we have the 5-yard incidental in high school, but so it is going to be a 15-yard penalty. So, nevertheless, the Wildcats will start on the 33-yard line. They're on 33-yard line, 1st and 10.
I'm going to pull up that PFA-PA stat for you so I can find it on the system.
Well, that's just what I heard now. Like I said, that's
we'll find out.
Secondhand information. So, nowhere to run. It looks like Nick Kane jumps on his back and rides him to the ground for about a 3-yard loss. He's going to bring up 2nd down and 13. You know, Tim, I even going back thinking through the year, and maybe some I don't remember, but even when the younger guys got in, I don't recall them giving up any touchdowns. They've had their back against the wall a few times. They always manage to find a stop or get a turnover.
Yep, happened Friday night. And they got in about 6 minutes remaining, and they put up a pretty good defense against the number 2 at the time in the state overall. Keep in mind they're now 3 or 4. We're now 2. But,
so I got a question for you, Tim.
Uh-oh.
You missed Timmy going in. I caught it from home.
I'm glad you did. But what I did notice, I still got excited. And I've been told I need to calm down when he takes the field. But
So I was wondering if he was mad at you because you missed it.
no, he let me know at the end of the game.
He was in the area of that fumble recovery.
Yeah, he was.
I don't know. I
Nah.
couldn't tell how close. As he throws it up out of bounds, running for his life.
Timmy has rode home with me after the games. I know most of them ride the bus home, but we've got to go a different direction once you hit south end of these two counties. And so it's always good. He calls the game back to me a little and tells me, and I've enjoyed it. Next year, Danny will be playing JV as well, I hope, and so I'll have both the boys on the way home to talk shop. Maybe.
Yeah, hopefully as they're in punt formation, 4th and 13, he gets a punt away. Going to be fielded by Sims on the runs. He's going down the sideline. He breaks away one tackle and going to be knocked out of bounds about the original line of scrimmage, about the 35-yard line.
Oh, we got a Springwood player down. He's getting up. Okay, good deal.
He took a shot over there. Didn't see who hit him. Hopefully it must have been clean. I didn't see any flags. So Cougars will take over 1st and 10 on the Springwood 35 with 3:54 to go here in the first, leading by a score of 22-0.
If you're listening YouTube, Facebook from Springwood, or even EA, do me a favor, share the video so others can know that we are live with a score of 22 left in the first. 22-0 with 3:54 remaining.
Quick pass out in the flats to Tyler Cloud. He puts a move on. He's got a little room down the sideline. He's going to be brought down from behind by Davison on a 10-yard gain.
Kid.
Going to be good enough for a Cougar first down.
First down, Cougars.
First down, Cougars.
If you've ever been to Tuscaloosa to play a game this year, you understand where we're coming from. It was quite an exciting PA.
Yes, it was. Hand off to Daughtry McGee up the middle. He finds some running room. Going to pick up about 14 on the carry. Going to be good enough for another Cougar first down. Going to set them up 1st and goal from about the 6-yard line.
So this year EA scored 290 before this game and have only allowed 114. Yeah, that's one of the lowest in the schools. I'll have to see how I can pull the stats together. But
I'm thinking, I was told in the history of the AISA. Now, I don't know.
Wow, that's pretty cool. In the history books.
Sims is looking.
Check this out.
He's going to tuck it and run it out of bounds.
Touchdown.
Touchdown. He went in for a touchdown. I couldn't tell where he was at. Didn't see the pylon. So,
just do a quick one.
see, it keeps on blowing after I let off the handle, so I can't really.
You're the one doing it. They can fuss at you.
I don't care. 2:55 to go here in the first. Cougars 28. Wildcats 0. As Sims is on to attempt the PAT. Look for some clean jerseys in there soon tonight, Tim.
That'd be awesome. So, that's good, sorry.
Off the windshield of the Ford, right down the middle of the upright.
Spoke to the Springwood radio broadcaster when he first got here and told him, that, hey, did you bring John Gartman with you? Because he's the head coach of Springwood. And, yeah, he'll be here, but he's not going to be here next year. So, anyways, from what he said, that possibly going to Tuscaloosa. And then he said he heard he was just going to be teaching. The students told him, or he had heard, so this is all hearsay. It's our Facebook, so we can talk hearsay, that the students are saying he's going to Tuscaloosa. I did not get to speak to John before the game. Actually, I had messaged him this week just to chat real quick. And I did run over and shake his hand, told him I'd catch up with him after the game. I like John Gartman. He is a world's traveler. For those of you who may have John from when he was here on your Facebook, he's been everywhere. Dubai, I mean, you name it. And
so either John,
helped us lead. He was part of that 14 and 17 championship season.
That's right. And either John or his dad was at Jackson Academy back in the 90s.
Long time. Yes, sir.
and I remember them from way back then. So they've been in AISA football for a long time. As Sims tees it up to kick off again. High end over end kick fielded by number 3. He got some quick speed, comes through the middle. Good return there out to about the 43-yard line.
He came through there. I don't think we were expecting. That was quick.
Yeah, he got some wheels on him. I'm afraid if he gets a little space in front of him, he could be tough to catch in the open field.
Was Kevin? Yeah, Devin was back there. Was Devin back there for that?
I don't know who made the tackle. I didn't see it. So, 1st and 10 on Springwood's own 43.
Nowhere.
He is
Bubba
caught
got
in the backfield by Bubba Nettles for about a 2-yard loss.
Sam Fields. Correction.
No, that was Bubba. Bubba shot the gap with a pulling guard and caught him in the backfield.
Yeah, that's fine.
What's up?
Go back on. Sorry, folks.
Handoff.
Got to get him again.
Hit by several Cougars in the backfield for another loss of about 1.5 yards, 2 yards on a play like Daughtry McGee, J.J. Stevens, and Caleb Davis in on it.
So I posted this on the Let's Talk AISA page and my social media page too. In the area, Escambia is one of the very few schools in the Max Preps top rankings. I think we're 32 now. Above us, Fairhope, Daphne, maybe Daphne. And there's a couple other local schools. But that was pretty cool to see out of the entire state where we're ranked. Ooh.
Almost picked off by Daughtry McGee. Saw a little pulling and holding out there on the defensive side. We got away with a couple calls there. So brings up 4th and about 15 for the Wildcats as the ball's resting on their own 38-yard line as they're going to go into punt formation as Davis is back to kick it away. As Daughtry McGee and Sims is back to return it. 1:27 to go here in the first. Low end over end kick kind of towards the sideline. That's going to go out about the 35-yard line. They're going to say 36. So Cougars would take over 1st and 10 on their own 36-yard line.
So for those who weren't here earlier, we'll pull up the playoff bracket at our next break, and you can look at that with us. Chambers 8, Watauga 0, first quarter.
Watauga might pull off the upset. Hand off to Nettles as he's looking for some room. Runs right by several Wildcat defenders to about the 44-yard line. It's going to be good enough for a Cougar first down.
Stopped by their number 22, which is Will Kraft, senior. And that's one thing about this team. They're seniors and sophomore only.
Yep.
No juniors, no freshmen. We're a mix.
A lot of a mix.
Does anybody, if anybody's watching, if you've got a way to find out what the Wilcox score is, let us know.
On Wilcox Live.
Ah, yeah, I can bring that up. We're going to take a timeout. They have, I don't know if I've got access to that.
37.9 to go here in the first. Cougar called timeout. Coach Landon wanted to talk about something there.
Jackson Academy is up 14-0 against Lakeside. That's weird. Thought they were.
I thought Lakeside was in the 2A class.
I lost my page.
Pretty sure they are.
I'm missing a page. We may have some paper underneath this somewhere.
There's one under there. I don't know if that's the one you're missing.
Yeah. Something's not right.
Tim, you did a stellar job last week. I hate I couldn't be there.
That's fine. I docked it from your pay. No, Lakeside is a 1A.
1A. Okay, so I was wrong earlier.
No, that's fine. Ain't no problem. Still a good win for their team last week.
It was. Sims drops back to pass. Plenty of time. Throws it down to Randall Bonds. Wide open. Randall's going to go in for the touchdown. Touchdown Cougars. And looking back over the stats here, I think that's Randall's first touchdown of the year. Yes, it is. So Randall Bonds was the only receiver in the receiving corps that had not scored a touchdown, and he finally got one with 27 seconds to go here in the first quarter. That was about a, I don't know, what was that, 35, 40-yard touchdown pass there?
I believe you were right.
And Sims is on to get the PAT.
Blocked. Nope.
No,
I
he
thought
got
had
it through. So, 27 seconds to go here in the first. Cougars extend their lead 36-0.
No surprise.
No,
No.
you're not, are you?
I mentioned last week I got kind of choked up, so I didn't do the best job at doing it. But I do want to recognize David Tillery for his family. Boy graduated in 2019, and he's got a fourth grader this year. David passed away unexpectedly, and I know his families would continue to use the prayers and thoughts and cards and assistance. When I say assistance, you're at an AISA school. These kids become your kids, and if you're at practice, you grab a kid if they needs it and ride home with you. And he was our timekeeper. And
He's greatly missed tonight.
Greatly missed tonight, and I'm going to miss him when we see these boys out there on that field, because a lot of these kids played with him, his boys, and just keep them in your prayers. I couldn't imagine. So.
All right, Sims tees it up, kicks it away. Going to be received by Kennan. He's going to be down about the 25-yard line.
Devin Kelly with the stop. You may have to talk that ball boy, get him off that field quicker.
A little different formation here as they go to the shotgun, direction out to Kennan. He's going to take it around the end, pick up about 2 on the play. To the Wildcat look.
I can't believe I'm missing mine. Oh well. Make sure you stay tuned at halftime, where we're going to recognize the homecoming mates. And with that,
it's the end of the first quarter with your Cougars leading 36-0 over the Springwood Wildcats here in the Class 2A Region 2 first round state playoff game.
I missed a touchdown somehow or another on this score system. Did we go for extra 2 points? I'm so confused. Oh well. Just gonna make this. Did we get 2-point conversion or field goal? No, I'll go with that. It doesn't matter. It's just the. This doesn't keep stats. This is just our scoreboard. And we'll go to the second quarter. Trying to keep up with So if you're not able to watch, maybe you're driving and you're just listening to us over the radio station or Facebook, YouTube, some social media platform. I think we even do Periscope if you have a Twitter account. You can also go to scorestream.com and see all the local and other schools' scores as they're posted, and also Max Preps. Tonight's the first time I've put the stuff into Max Preps, and just to have the stats out there so when we can go back and make highlight reels, we've got the game stuff out there. So if you want to help out and you're a member of the EA school, we could use your hand here at the school on the film crew, stat crew, yard crew.
Especially the next 2 weeks, because these are big games, and we like to do halftime interviews with Coach during these games, but it's just no way possible for us to be able to be up here and get down there. So we would love someone to step up at least for the next 2 weeks and help us out with that. Tim can get you set up. It's going to be a keeper around this side, hit by Sam Fields and J.J. Stevens. He's going to pick up a few yards on the play. Be close to a first down as there is an injured player, looks like, on the field. Looks like that's going to be the quarterback. He's getting up. That's a good sign. May have just got the wind knocked out of him.
We knew where his mouthpiece was, so I would say he's not knocked out.
Yeah.
You can get up and you know where your mouthpiece went.
And he's heading off. That's going to be Kennan. Looks like he possibly just got the wind knocked out of him. He's jogging off the field. That's a good sign. I'm going to bring up third down and about a yard.
There's two players on the sideline that are pretty sizable kids that are not dressed out tonight. I'm wondering if they're injured. Number 73, 86?
66.
66. Blind as a bat.
Neither one of those are on the roster, so
Yeah.
it could be managers. I don't know.
Suit up.
Quarterback sneak up the middle. Nothing doing there.
Blow the whistle.
Might give him about 2 or 3 inches on the progress. We got fourth down. So anyway, what we were saying about the film crew is we like to do halftime interviews with Coach in the playoff games. So please, someone step up and help us out with that.
I may bring Jordan or a guy by name, another coworker by name Casey, if we can, depending on when the playoff games are. Are we still on a Thursday or Friday? Or is it moved to Saturday? 20th of November. I guess it's probably still
I hope it's Friday because we're fishing Saturday.
yeah.
I think it's Friday. Usually a 3 o'clock game.
I might see if one of those guys can.
It should be on that bracket you got there. Does
It's
it
the
say?
20th. Yeah, it's the 20th.
3:30.
Yeah.
The 20th.
Or is that us? Yeah, 2A.
So it's going to be Friday at 3:30. So that's typically what it is every year for 2A. So it's going to give Springwood their first down of the night on the ground. I think they got one previously, maybe on a penalty. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they have a couple. Not many. 1st and 10, ball resting on the 36-yard line.
Ooh.
Throw a flag there on Makai White for, I'm assuming, face mask. I could not tell from my angle if it was face mask or shoulder pads, but they're going to give them face mask call. They saw it better than we did, so that's going to give them 15 yards, going to bring the ball across midfield.
There's no need for that.
Going to give them 1st and 10. No, not across midfield. It should be. I guess it's a spot foul instead of line of scrimmage, so it's going to be 40, their own 46-yard line. 47.
I meant to pull up those stats on them. Got sidetracked. I know my little boy's going to be happy for halftime to get over with. Ooh.
Brady Howell on stop there for the loss in the backfield after the bobble snap. Going to lose about 3 on the play.
Is the quarterback a senior or is he a sophomore, junior?
Senior. Well, which one? Number 1, which is the running back, is also doubling as a quarterback, is a senior.
Yeah, so these kids are playing their last game.
Number 5, which is a quarterback, is an 11th grader. Drops back to pass. He's got a man open. He's going to make the catch. That's going to get the flag in also for pass interference, but that's going to be good enough for a first down.
Get them a little light. With 9:20 remaining, we've got a 36-0 ball game.
Yeah, that defense is trying to pitch the shutout tonight, though.
You know, it's those penalties like that. You know, had there not been the. Yep. Oops, sorry. Declined.
I'm sure it'll be declined, and they'll take the play, which is going to set them up 1st and 10 on the 31-yard line.
Quarterback has a beautiful arm. If he can get time to throw, I mean, it could be a dangerous ball game.
Ooh,
trickery.
picked him off. Caught by Sam Fields in the backfield. Going to be dropped for about a 5-yard loss. Going to bring up 3rd down. It looks like about 15. No, 2nd down. Thought he already had changed the down marker. I'm going to say 4-yard loss.
This is going to be our 5th year to the semis in a row. I think it's our 4th or 5th year straight going to semi if this game continues the way it's going. A lot of schools locally are done for the season already.
They are.
Been a weird season with COVID.
Another flag comes in as he's going to lose a little bit more on the play. Let's see what they.
We've gotten so many flags already. The big one.
Okay, so whatever it was, looks like it's going to be about a 10-yard mark off. It's 15-yard mark off. Going to bring up 2nd and 5. 8:15 to go here in the first half. Wildcats are putting together a little drive here.
That's what happened last night, or last Thursday when they played Lakeside.
And that is going to be intercepted by Daughtry McGee. He's going to bring it out of the end zone down the sideline. He's got a few blockers in front of him. He cuts back across the field. And there's flags, and he goes down.
Flags everywhere.
I think Daughtry must have saw the block in the back there, and he just went ahead and took the knee. It's going to back him up 10 yards from the spot. Nevertheless, the ball will go over to the Cougars. 7:53 to go here in the first half. So we're doing our elementary homecoming favorites. Is that?
Sorry. This house construction's killing me. I was yawning. Sorry, folks. No, homecoming court, and I think.
Okay, so I thought they didn't do them earlier. They just brought them out on the field. Okay.
That was senior.
But didn't they bring the? Oh, okay, I'm sorry, I missed it. So okay, so we're doing a homecoming court. Okay.
Yes,
all right, so Cougars take over 1st and 10 on the 16-yard line. Hand off to Daughtry McGee around the end. He cuts it back. Good hard running there. It's going to pick up about 15 on the play.
Cougars.
Going to be good enough for a Cougar first down.
That guy from Tuscaloosa, folks. If you haven't watched the Tuscaloosa game, it's worth the first 5 minutes to hear their announcer and his excitement. He's actually a GJ for 105 to Tide or something like that, the big Tide station up there. And he was a little energized.
And to picture that what you hear with a man about 6 foot tall jumping up and down.
Yep. All game until about the third quarter, and the jumping and.
Hand off to Christian Crook. He finds some running room down the sideline. Good run for Christian there. Bring the ball into Wildcat territory. Gonna pick up the first down.
Now,
About a 25-yard gain. Look at that Alabama sign Timmy's holding.
Look at Timmy holding the sign. He's doing a good job, sign holder.
We'll probably put them up for the night.
Where'd he go? I missed him. Yeah, Timmy said, "Hey, we're wearing red pants tonight." I'm like, what?
And off to Nettles.
Bye.
Yes, sir. He's down the sideline, one man to beat, and he steps out of bounds around the 23-yard line.
Kind of threw that shoulder and just kind of said, "I'm going to stop." Stopped on a dime there.
Yes, he did.
I went back and listened to the Bubba touchdown pass, and I apologize for the fans if you were listening, because all I said was Bubba, 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 like 100 times. And I never even recognized
who scored.
Haynes.
Who scored? And
Yeah.
somebody texted you and told you who scored.
Yeah, I appreciate you saying that. Had the broadcast crew back in Birmingham, Alabama, giving us the stats. I had no clue. From that point on, the rest of the game was a blur. Ricky filled in for me. I had a headset over there with him, and
Sam's quick pass out in the flat to Malachi Haynes. He's coming across the field, picking up a few blockers. Going to be close to another Cougar first down, maybe a yard short.
we're going to swap screens there, so we don't need the scoreboard.
It'll be 2nd down and 1.
If y'all are watching, do me a favor, share this out. If you're from Springwood, feel free to share it out as well. They brought a pretty decent crowd with them.
Yeah, not bad. Hand off to Nettles around the end. He's going to go in for the touchdown. Touchdown, Cougars. 5:08 to go here in the first half. Cougars extend the lead to 42-0. It looks like Parker Robinson will be coming on to attempt the PAT.
We need to put some bushes or trees at the end of that. Oh, gonna be offsides?
Oh. And that is going to be no good.
I think he's been nursing. Was it Patrick Robinson kicking? He's been nursing a foot injury some this year, I believe. Don't quote me on that. And of course, now it's on air. I guess I'm quoted. Oh, look at this guy. Look at this guy. Sorry, folks. When you film, you can kind of do this. Look at that handsome little man and all dressed up. And so the story with Jay tonight, Jay's going to help with the homecoming court. He wakes up this morning, and I'm upstairs fixing eggs for the big boys. And he tells Sarah, "I can't get out of bed." She says, "Why, Jay?" My feet and ankles hurt. I don't think I'm going to be able to go Friday night. And so Sarah says, "Well, Jay, that's fine. I'll tell your teacher that on recess that you can't go out and play. My foot's better. I'll go." So Jay has been practicing with like one of the other girls from his class, and so they're going to come down here at halftime and help hand out the flowers, I believe, to the homecoming court. So
Looks like we got a few new jerseys in on the kicking team. Looks like we got a new kicker. Looks like that's going to be Jacob Lee kicking off here. 5:08 to go in the first half. Expect to see him under center at some point tonight.
Ooh. You know, they used to bring cars around the stadium. I don't think we're doing that tonight. This COVID, which I know is a serious. I mean, I had it, and I was down for about a day. Some folks have had it worse, but man, it's taken a lot of fun out of our normal Friday nights.
Yes, it has. Good kick there by Jacob Lee. He fielded about the 10-yard line, brings it up the side, runs into the wall. Going to be out about the 30-yard line. So Springwood will take over. 1st and 10 from their own 30.
I think this. I'm going to go back and check my stats. When the last time we had a shutout. I'll pull that up. I know I got that
In the first round?
in first round. Yeah. Got a gap, and it closes pretty quick.
About a yard gain on the play. Going to bring up 2nd down and 9.
So our last shutout was. Last shutout was October 8th, 2020. I'd have to pull that game up to see who that was. So
Yeah, that was here.
yeah, I can pull it up.
I don't want to say Wilcox.
Let's pull it up. That was October 2018.
2018?
Yep.
I thought you said 2020.
No, last shutout they have online as. Oh, you're right. 10/8/2020. Sorry. Last time we were shut out was November 16th, 2018. So yeah, October 8th was we shut out Wilcox. No, Otaga. I'm kind of mixed on who I want to play in the. Not catching my, counting my eggs before they hatch. But I kind of am. I want to play Chambers, but I want to beat Patrician again.
They're not on our side.
Patrician, yeah.
Yeah, but they're not in our region.
Yeah, they're.
Yeah,
Patrician.
but next week they're
Yeah,
not.
yeah. Next week, yeah.
Talking about playoff, talking
I'm
about
already
championship.
Thinking about championship.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm already 3 weeks ahead of us. But Macon East, we've played them a couple times recently. Wilcox. I mean, I could make a case to. I don't know. We just know it's going to be one of those two teams, and we have not played Macon East this year. We beat them pretty bad, I think, in the semis for the 17 championship, and I think we were actually at Macon East for that game. Yeah, we were at Macon East, and it was what a good game. New quarterback.
So, going to be in punt formation. Sims and Dalton McGee back to receive. It's a low shank punt out of bounds around the
45? Somewhere around
41, looks like. So the Cougars will take over 1st and 10 to 41-yard line, so they didn't have to move the yardstick but about 6 inches, and they were going the other way. So barely got past the first down, what would have been first down for Springwood here.
Landon with all the time in the world. He's going to keep it. That's scary.
Good downfield blocking there by Brady Howell. He's going to run out of bounds about the 15-yard line. Going to be a nice gain on the play there. 25 yards on the scramble. Sims never looked like he really got out of a trot.
He may have a new hand to help us.
Okay.
We'll have to follow up after the game for the halftime interviews.
Who we got?
One of the cheerleaders' moms.
Perfect.
Yep. We really need somebody who doesn't mind going to the games or even watching the games. If you watch the games, ideally you'd be at the game with us in case we lose internet, but I need somebody to sit down and keep stats inside of a real basic program. It's designed to be done on a phone.
Nettles in the flats. He's going to walk in for the Cougar touchdown. 1:15 to go here in the first half. Cougars extend the lead 48-0 As Robinson will be coming on to attempt the point after.
Takes a village to run a school.
And that was going to be good.
Straight down the middle.
So, no good.
They say no good?
I thought he said no good, but I thought it was good.
Was it no good? I thought it was good.
I thought it was good. They didn't change the score. I don't think that score is right anyway.
Kathy, was that not good? Was that good? Was it? Looked right down the middle to me.
No. We thought it was good, folks. We'll have to take that extra point.
Well, the math didn't add up because we hadn't had but 1 2-point conversion.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm so confused at this point.
And we've missed 2 PATs.
I told you a while ago that it was 34, and they put 2 on the board.
I think it's 37. I think it's actually 47-0. That's what I'm saying. Mathematically, and I'm not a math student, but mathematically it's not adding up.
Yeah, I don't know about that. So, oh well.
It should not be an even number. It should be an odd.
Unless he caught it from earlier. But
Jacob Lee on to kick off again. Nice kick down about the 15-yard line. Brought down by number 24 for us, and I'm not sure who that is.
24. I hate that. Oh well, we'll figure it out. Maybe we'll have to do a score change at halftime.
So with 1 minute to go here in the first half, barring the something penalty that I missed,
That's on us.
was a 15-yarder.
You know, you can't. The flags that we're getting, that'll cost you in a championship game.
Yes, it will.
It'll cost you in the semis. I mean, I say that as if I played football.
I'm guessing I know who it was on.
Oh, I see. Yeah, we see a player getting a little bit of a talking to on
Get
the
down
sideline.
there, down there and get disciplined, son. Like going to the principal's office.
Yep, now he's at the principal's office right there. When your headmaster's the head coach.
They're showing him back on the huddle cam. Must have been a block. Blindside block.
Yeah, one of our younger players. Somewhat junior. We're going to leave him anonymous on that one. If you want to watch it, you can always go back and play, but it happens.
Well, one thing, Tim, about only bringing 16 players is you don't really have a whole lot of younger subs to put in.
No, you don't. And that's not us on the horn, by the way. I'm telling you, Algo, when I looked at you and I said I thought it was 35, I put 2 points on there thinking we had missed something, but it'd be all right.
Yeah, I think it's 47-0.
47.
Mathematically, that's what it comes up to me.
Yeah, I think you're right. If you know what the correct score is, feel free to let us know.
That wasn't a pick block. I've never seen one.
Flag on the play.
That is going to be offensive face mask.
Look at Sims, right up in the screen.
It's going to be offensive face mask there. He stuck his hand in Devin Kelly's helmet, kind of turned his head a little bit as he was trying to do the stiff arm.
These officials are mic'd up, by the way.
Who are they talking to?
Each other. That radio's on.
Okay. Well, we're talking to each other.
That's right.
Maybe we could tune them in.
I could probably grab that channel if I had enough time on my hands before a game.
Then there'd be a lot of flags thrown. They wouldn't like what we're saying up here.
There we go. He's like, are you sure about that? We've thrown the flags at the other team all night.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. I like that. Is that their first penalty tonight? Have they had any flags?
Can't remember, Tim.
It's all blur. How's business? Busy?
Yes. That's an understatement.
Well, the good news is I called my Hurricane subscription a month and I canceled it.
I'm glad. I don't need any more.
Did you see
I'm
the
going
one
to
that's in
return the last two.
Did you see the golf that may turn up this way?
I know.
2020.
Let's go build a wall down there.
There you go.
Drops back to pass, throws it up. Going to be picked off by Devin Kelly. No, Christian Crook.
He's making a good little catch.
Christian Crook got the pick there. 35.5 to go. Feel like the Cougars will just probably come out here and take a knee and go into the half.
I want Timmy to put those down and grab a helmet.
Yeah.
I mean, come on, 48, nothing.
I see some younger or some different players checking in, not necessarily younger players, but a different group of guys checking in on the offensive side.
I'll look for Bubba to get this ball. Yeah, there's Sims. I lost the ball.
Oh, man. In and out of the hands of Tyler Cloud because he was wide open.
They call him Tyler Ray. I don't know if maybe his middle name or. I always hear Tyler Ray at practice. Tyler Ray. Of course, I guess everybody has their nicknames out here. I always forget Red's name really isn't Red. It's Landon Sims.
It's hard for me sometimes. I want to call him that.
Yeah. Quarterback's got red hair. And
I didn't know he had a real name there for a while.
I didn't either. When he was our young QB, I was like, hey, Red, okay. Like, you know his name's Landon. What? Could be another pass play.
Out in the flat, the Nettles. There's a flag comes in.
Ooh.
That's got to be another flag.
Who is that on?
Tyler Ray.
He needs to be out. No? Wasn't a blindside?
Yeah, it was. That's two penalties against the Cougars right there, and he laid him out. Hopefully that kid's okay.
He needs to come out. I mean,
that's going to be Kennan, I believe, number 1 down on the field.
did you see EMS pulling?
Yes, they are down there.
You know what I wish we would have done on this porch? A wraparound porch. All the way around. How cool would that have been? Thought you had it designed. What happened?
Got lost in the change as he's up on his feet, so hopefully he's okay.
Is that Key?
Huh?
Is that Key? Number 1, is that his
Yeah.
last name?
Kennan.
He's had a.
Key.
I don't have the stats from last game, and I don't know where it went between here and the office, but man, he had an outstanding game last week.
Hopefully he's okay. I think they called targeting. Is that an ejection in high school?
Targeting?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Hope not, because that'll lose him for the first half of next week's game if it is.
Have you met Tiffany yet? One throwing trash away right now? She is fabulous for the school right now. She's picked up a cheerleader sponsor for us when we had somebody. Just fabulous administrative right now.
So that's going to be the end of the first half here in Canoe. With a score of your Escambia Academy Cougars 48,
we think.
Springwood 48-ish. Springwood Wildcats 0. As we stay with us, folks, because we're going to do the introduction of the homecoming court. I'm going to step away for a minute while they do that, but enjoy the show.
This time, if you'll please give your attention to the field, we'll begin tonight's homecoming court presentation festivities. At this time, we'd like to recognize our first grade attendants who will assist tonight's presenting flowers to the homecoming maidens and crowning the queen. Leilani Cheney is the daughter of James and Crystal Cheney, and Jay Dirk is the son of Tim and Sarah Dirk. Plans on becoming a paramedic. Cadence would also like to thank her classmates for selecting is being escorted by her father. Jameson has attended EA since the 7th grade. She has played basketball since the 7th grade and softball since the 8th grade. She was honored to be a Hokie representative for her EA sophomore year. Jameson was the junior class president, the SGA secretary, a member of the National Beta Club, an Atmore Rotary Club academic all-star, and has been a part of the math team for 2 years. Outside of school, she was a member of Robinsonville Baptist Church. She enjoys babysitting, watching Netflix, and spending time with her friends and family. After high school, Jameson plans to attend college and hopes to study early childhood education or radiology tech. Jameson is honored to be this year's junior maid and would like to thank her classmates for choosing her to represent the class. Junior homecoming maid, Jameson James. Senior maid, Tisha Patel. Tisha is the daughter of Vipin and Mama Patel. Tonight she is being escorted by her father. Tisha has been an EA student since the 1st grade. She was a cheerleader at EA for 8 years and was on the EA dance team her seventh year. She played EA volleyball since the 8th grade and has run track since the 4th grade. She played EA basketball her junior year. She has been a part of the Varsity math team for 3 years. She was honored to have been a Hokie representative for EA from her sophomore year. And she is also an Atmore Rotary academic all-star and a member of the National Beta Club. Tisha served as the class president and SGA vice president her junior year. She is currently the senior class president. Outside of school activities, Tisha is a member of the dance and step team coached by her godmother, Mrs. Marshall. In her free time, she loves spending time with family and friends and watching Netflix. After high school, Tisha plans to attend a 4-year college and study in the medical field. Tisha was blessed to have represented her class last year as junior class homecoming maid and is truly honored tonight to represent the class as the senior maid. Tisha wants to say thank you to her classmates for choosing her as a senior maid. Senior homecoming maid, Tisha Patel. Senior maid, Crystal Turner. Crystal is the daughter of Louis Turner III and Sharon Foltz. Tonight she is being escorted by her brother, Trey Turner. Crystal has been an EA student since the 8th grade. She has been a cheerleader at EA since the 9th grade and is now co-captain of the Varsity cheer squad. She has played EA volleyball, basketball, and ran track since the 8th grade. Crystal was SGA historian her sophomore and junior year. She served as class treasurer her junior and senior year. She has also been a part of the math team for 3 years. Outside of her school activities, Crystal loves gathering with friends and family and making unforgettable memories. After graduation, Crystal plans to serve our country in the U.S. Air Force with plans of becoming a dental hygienist. Senior homecoming maid, Crystal Turner. Senior maid, Gabrielle Lynn Williams. Gabby is the daughter of Trevor and Megan Daughtry of Atmore and Kenny and Raylan Williams of Atmore. Tonight, Gabrielle is being escorted by her father, Kenny Williams. Gabrielle has been a part of the EA Cougar family since elementary school. Over the years, Gabby has become a familiar face of EA, participating in various campus sports and activities. She has represented EA as a cheerleader for 6 years. In addition to her upbeat cheer tone, Gabrielle worked hard to play her best and represent the heart of an EA Cougar on the softball field and volleyball court for 5 years. Gabrielle has served as a proud member of the SGA during her 10th grade year, but was also honored to represent the student body during chosen by the junior and senior classmates to represent them as their class vice president. Gabrielle was also honored member of the Ambassador for Cougars for Christ. Outside of school activities, Gabby is an active member of the Porch Community Church of Atmore, where she serves as a nursery leader. She is a sales associate and clothing model for one of Atmore's clothing boutiques, Southern Social. While Gabrielle may keep busy with schoolwork, and volunteering at her church, she can also be found shopping and spending time with family and friends. Gabby's immediate future includes studying physical therapy at the University of Alabama in preparation for a career in the medical field. She wishes to use her gifts, talents, and compassion to help others overcome difficult obstacles in life. To all classmates that voted for Gabrielle as one of this year's senior Maid representatives, she expresses her deepest gratitude to you all. Gabrielle would also like to say congratulations to all the young women serving on the 2020 homecoming court, and she sends her sincere blessings to this year's homecoming queen. Senior homecoming maid is Gabrielle Lynn Williams. We're pleased to have the 2019 homecoming queen, Miss Kylie Lee, with us tonight to crown the new homecoming queen. Welcome back, Kylie. A time-honored tradition at EA is to announce the identity of the homecoming queen at halftime of our homecoming game. So without further ado, at this time, we're pleased to announce the 2020 EA homecoming queen. The 2020 EA homecoming queen is Miss Gabrielle Williams. Throughout the years, Gabrielle has found comfort in her scriptures, specifically Philippians 4:13. As Gabrielle embraces college and begins to prepare for the future, she would like to leave everyone with the same hope and strength that she has found over the years. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. Gabrielle was blessed to have had the student body entrust her to represent the freshman class and freshman homecoming maid during her freshman year. Tonight, Gabrielle is honored once again to have the privilege to represent the entire senior class as one of this year's senior class homecoming maid. To all the classmates who voted for Gabrielle as this year's senior homecoming representative and for homecoming queen, she expresses her deepest gratitude. Again, Gabrielle would like to say congratulations to all the beautiful women serving on the 2020 homecoming board, and she sends her blessings to each and every one of you. 2020 Escambia Academy homecoming queen is Gabrielle Lynn Williams.
About 6 minutes, 30 seconds before the start of the third quarter, folks. They're still finishing up some homecoming activities. The boy in blue's mine and is wanting to get the jacket off. And he doesn't realize there's still more photos to take, I think. Oh. I guess I said more pictures. Part of being a volunteer and using the film system that you bought, I guess you can. Very cool, folks. COVID has taken a lot away from a lot of people this year, and I'm glad to see we're able to start to get some normalcy back in our life. And part of this is the homecoming court. Close game with the Edgewood and Patricia, 21-20. Edgewood leading by 1. Don't have any other additional score updates at this time to give you. And we're going to take a break. We'll be back in 3 minutes. I can't hold it anymore. Let me have the jacket off. He looks so happy. He's like, oh, I'm done? Am I done? Nope. Count down to how quickly he takes the jacket off when they break from this. I'm going to say about 5 seconds. The jacket comes off. Watch. Watch how quickly the jacket comes off. All right, folks, 3 minutes. We'll be back. Second half of the EA first round playoffs against visiting Springwood. You see any player changes?
Not right now.
He's got a helmet this time.
Maybe gonna send the defense, send them in on. Well, we get the ball, so they'll be on offense first.
Yeah. A couple score updates. We think these are correct. Feel free to fire us if it's not. Edgewood 21, Patrician 20.
I want to say it was like 33-16. Macon East, unofficial, somewhere in that range there.
And I believe the score is right, 48-0. I think. I don't know. It's 48 or 47, and we're going to go with it. Batauga did score. I think it was just a field goal. So, well, they scored a field goal. They got 3 points. Chamber has 28. Macon East 21. Wilcox 13.
Okay.
So.
That one's still kind of a toss-up.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah, I had my mic down.
Okay.
Trying to eat my Snickers bar without everybody hearing me smacking.
It's the first game ever I've seen him not have his helmet on the whole time. Normally he's over there trying to keep warm. My little boy did good. He kept his jacket on the whole time during the halftime show. I was proud of him. And then as soon as he ran in that corner, you could see he was trying to take it off, and his mom was like, no.
I didn't see him limping.
Definitely not limping. He's, it's a miracle.
That playtime usually always makes them better.
Mm-hmm. Pickens 6, Crenshaw 48. Jackson 40, Lakeside 0. Jackson now ranked number 3 in the ASWA.
I sure wish they would have took us up on that bye week they had just to find out.
That'd have been nice. Oh, well.
Well, a razzle-dazzle there. Ooh, Lick's being passed.
It could be a little feisty in the second half. Let's see who's going in.
A bunch of new numbers. I'm probably going to get the roster out, Tim.
Yep, I see 28, St. Clark.
Jacob Lee.
Jacob
Sam
Lee.
Thompson.
Riley Baggett.
Jacob Reed. Luke Bell. A whole new squad.
Driven to the ground.
Mackay White on the carry. He calls him Mickey. So is it Mickey or Mackay?
He told me Mackay.
That's what I thought I heard him say, Mackay.
I'll call anything they want. They let us know. And they don't change jersey numbers on us.
Pick up about of a yard. We got 3rd down and 6. 4. 3rd and 4. Next week, I'm going to try to recognize the fishing team. I wanted to try to do it this week, but with homecoming and all.
Nice hat, by the way.
Thank you. Got our jerseys ordered. Nice scramble there by Jacob Lee.
Yeah,
Pick up a couple on the play.
Couple on the play.
Yep, 4th down. Jacob Lee will punt, or we will go for it.
Bunch of new jerseys.
Whole new squad.
Center is currently
Charlie.
Charlie.
Sasser.
The problem with Charlie being the snapper, if we got a short quarterback, he ain't going to be able to throw over him. We're offside.
And
No, we're going to talk about it.
play clock was winding down.
Probably one of my favorite new families walking up the steps right there. Have you met him yet? Yeah. Yeah, that's right. Construction probably. As you take a snack.
There's actually a blue tarp on his house that we put on
Oh, good.
last weekend, which was, whew,
Steep.
yes.
You know you can sub that out. Our cheerleaders are missing a few because half of them were on the homecoming court.
Yep.
Jackson Bonner, EA graduate.
I've seen quite a few alumni here tonight. I saw Cameron down there earlier. I heard he say either he had 2 days or 2 weeks till he graduated Fire Academy, so he's going to join that brotherhood.
Uh-huh. Go and run into the fire. Not backing away.
Good career to be in. You got it. Jacob Lee on the quarterback, keeper around the end is going to pick up the first down.
Sometimes your priorities are where they need to be.
I've got that text before.
Oh. Kathy was on the hunt a while ago. Somebody was shaking the stadium, and Mama came out in her. Gotta get set. There you go, guys. Jacob Lee seeing his first touchdown flag comes out.
Well, in the area holding, he's going to cut back across the field, run backwards for a minute. He'll be down about the 28-yard line. Looks like it's going to be holding on the play. Back him up 10 yards.
Holding on us, it comes back.
Well, when you get the different offense in, you tend to have that on those cutback plays. That's what we put them in for, get that experience.
I'm going to pull up the stats as far as our trips to the semis. Did we kick off or we received? We were receiving.
Yeah. Ball's still out. Little difficult on the exchange there between Jacob Lee and Sam Thompson. Sam falls on it. It's going to lose some more. I'm going to bring up 20. Can't even do the math on that, Tim, so far. 28, maybe. $27, I think. Gonna be stopped for no gain and bring up third down. I think the clock is just continuing to run here.
You know how I feel about that.
Huh?
Ugh. Paid your ticket, you want a full quarter.
You're getting it, it's just fast.
Eye popping.
But we're going to pass here. Yes, sir. Beautiful pass. Pass interference, as it wasn't called. 22 snatched him back as first team punt unit coming on. I think that's the first time we've had the punt tonight.
I believe you're right.
Jacob Lee looks like he'll be doing the punting. He does have a good leg. I've watched him in practice. So
Got his nachos. He's a happy camper.
where'd that jacket go?
Come on. That jacket was coming off before they even handed out the first flower. This morning, I was upstairs. I was rolling. I could barely hear it going on. I'm like, surely he's not faking an injury. Timeout. Cougars.
Nah, surely not.
Clock run. Flag down here.
Delay a game. I was going to say, there's no way they'll burn a timeout on a fourth down punt.
We had one, maybe. Rogue player hit. I haven't looked at the chat session. Oh well.
Yeah, I hadn't looked at it either.
We've been a little tied up here tonight. You've been sending us a message. Sorry, we'll get back with you.
And he shanks it bad out of bounds. Over the fence. Into the third row. The cheap seats.
Maybe.
So, not very much on the punt. Maybe 10 yards.
By the way, your keys are over here before you leave tonight.
My keys?
Yeah, somebody handed them to me a while ago.
Who got my key? Where's my keys?
I'd take them, but, you know, I've got a Ford. Turbos.
You drive that Chevy, you'll park that Ford.
Shoot. I think about you every time I go by a gas station, seeing somebody pump up one of those big old trucks.
Hey, I got a Shell fuel card. I save 5 cents per fill-up per gallon.
Thank you to our sponsors of Shell tonight. Actually, Diamond Gasoline. What defense do we put in? First?
No. No, it's definitely a lot of numbers out there that I'm having trouble with. That was number 16, Mackay, I think, that made the tackle. Picked up about 4 on the play. This ought to go by fast, that clock running. Handoff up the middle, straight ahead.
Doesn't look like he went very far. Maybe a 1 or 2 yards on the game. Maybe 1 or 2 yards on the game.
With a 5-yard mark off, gonna bring up 1st and 5, ball resting on the 27-yard line. Younger second string, should I say, Cougar defense needs to step up right here. Keep those points off the board. Big hit right there by can't tell who that was. Second down and about 2.
And off to 3. It's Still going that same play every time, cutting to the right and trying to dive up the middle. Guess they're trying to chip away. About 8 seconds left in this quarter. It's going to be a scoreless quarter.
So, at the end of the 3, Cougars 48, Springwood 0. So we about to start the 4th and final quarter. This Class 2A, Region 2, Round 1 playoff game. So, just to, we will be here next Friday night playing the winner of Macon East, Wilcox. Last update, that was a 21-14 game. If Wilcox pulls it off, it'll be our second time playing Wilcox here. Be this round 2. Be the final 8 teams. Is that right?
So 33 minutes ago, Patrician puts together a 2-minute drill, fails to execute it on the 2PA, 21-20 with Edgewood. With Edgewood leading. Now that was 30 minutes ago. No score update since then. So 21-20.
Got to also too remember about that Wilcox. I don't know if some of them people may not even have power back yet. You know, they got pretty devastated up in that area by the storm. That's where I was last week. I was up tending to some damage we had on some of our property. So I know the game last week, I don't know who they were playing, maybe a Talga, no, I don't remember who it was, but that game got canceled because they didn't have any power. Either team didn't have power at their stadium. Of course, there was a lot of games around the region that didn't have power. It's going to be false start against Springwood. It's going to back them up 5. Looks like it's going to bring up about 2nd down and 10 here.
Macon East at the half, 40 minutes ago, 21, Wilcox 13. That's the last score update on that, too.
Usually, they're usually pretty good about putting that on.
Not sure where the play went. There it is.
Oh, so 3rd and 5 here.
Yeah, we're wide open there.
Missed tackle is going to get
No shutdown.
shutout is out the window, folks. Springwood's going to get into the end zone. 14-yard run.
This game's going to be over here in about another 5 minutes.
Yeah, it won't be long.
Going to go for 2. Wide open over here. Nobody covered him.
So, with 9 minutes, 45 and counting.
And the clock's running.
48-8, Springwood gets on the board. Usually they're streaming that game live, but I can't find it.
All right, everybody, this time we're going to do the spin the pot. Everybody take out your red tickets. Spin the pot is worth $128. Tonight's winning ticket is number
Jackson Academy's up 40-0 at the half.
last code number 7796. That is your winning ticket, number 7796. You can get your money from the press box.
Print us a ticket right quick, Tim. Let's go in there and tell them we want it. Jackson 54, Lakeside, nothing. That's about the only update I'm seeing.
I would imagine they're going to try just to kick this. Nope, not surprised. Kick to about the 30 out of bounds.
It'll be 1st and 10 for the Cougars at the 35-yard line. You know, a lot of these schools, Tim, it's got these online games. You have to be a member to watch them. I tried to watch some of that Glenwood game.
Paid memberships.
Yep.
Yep. And a lot of fans watching from home. We sure would appreciate it if you go to PayPal.me. That's Michael Echo. PayPal.me/EA Cougars. Feel free if you'd like to make a donation. Support our broadcast. Help us buy more gear. And we greatly appreciate the upgrade of equipment. I'd like end zone cameras.
So they backed them up 5 yards. They're going to kick it again. They received by Christian Crook. He's going to come up the near sideline. Got some running room. Flag comes in the area of holding. He's going to be run out of bounds at about the 37-yard line. Let's see what the flags are about. Back at the midfield.
I don't see the white hat. There he is. I like some headphones that aren't so heavy on your ears. It's on us.
Going to be holding, so it's going to set the Cougars up 1st and 10 about their own 40-yard line. 6 minutes and counting to go here. The first round about to be in the books. We get ready to move on to round 2.
We got 12 out there. I saw one come in, didn't see one come out.
I got 10.
Simmy's going to be out as a wide receiver.
I hand out to Mackay. Will be about a yard gain on the play. Oh, we're going to give him about a yard loss.
No.
Up about 5, no. I mean, about no gain on the play. So 4 minutes and 30 seconds to go here in the 4th as the clock just continues to run.
Come on, guys. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2. Didn't get off. Penalty. And these young guys' defense, they've not seen with JV eventually basically having one game this year. These kids have not seen a lot of playtime.
Yep.
get the play in, and let's go. I mean, 3 minutes.
It'll be 3rd and 15. Hand off to Sam Thompson. He's going to pick up about a yard on the play. The punt team comes on. So with the clock continuing to run, technically you could just keep taking delay of game penalties until the clock ran out.
Yep, pretty much.
Jacob Lee will be doing the punting. Almost blocked, end over end kick.
Catch it. Oh.
Going to take a good Cougar roll down inside the 15, down to about the 14-yard line.
Good deal. With the helmet off, if you haven't got a close-up of this kid before, I've got him pointed. Devin Kelly. I would say he's one of the quickest kids in the school. And is a freshman. And kind of like we call Bubba a lot. I would imagine down the road we're going to be calling a lot of.
No doubt.
$150.
Pick up about 8 on the play there. Second and 2. So good night for the seniors as we had the senior recognition tonight.
Not often you have senior recognition night on the first round of playoffs. With COVID, that happens, I guess.
Yep.
And they done playing. They're taking time out. The clock is stopped. First time it's been stopped in the fourth quarter.
Call timeout there. Trying to get another touchdown on the board here with 1:06 to go here in the game, fourth quarter. Again, want to remind everyone we will be here again at home next week.
Unknown who we're playing yet.
We will play the winner of Wilcox, Macon East, and last update we had, Macon East was ahead by a touchdown.
28-25, Macon East, end of the third, just now.
28-25, so that's a close game there in Montgomery County, whatever they're in. Macon County, I don't know, up north somewhere.
Guys, they're about to go, and y'all need to line up pretty quick.
He said, run it. Ready to get his check and go to house. Under a minute. Big hit right there by Jacob Lee. Gonna be good enough for a first down.
Yeah, I believe we're going to win this one.
I believe so too. Fast snap, hand off to number 3. He's got a few lead blockers out in front of him. He's going to pick up another first down, and that may be the final play. No, they're going to call timeout. Looks like they got a couple players injured. 13.1 to go here in the fourth quarter. We have an injury timeout. he said run it, so this is probably going to be the final play of the game. And now there's a timeout. So 1.9 to go.
Just stay right there. Just stay on the field. Don't, just,
Waiting White had to say run it. It's like a little strategy. Get them all over in the huddle. We'll run the clock.
Yeah.
Then when they run out, we'll stop it. So this will be the final play of the game. Everybody have a safe travel home. Came out to watch the game. If you're not here tonight, love for you to be here next week. Second round. One step closer to Troy. It's going to be the final play. He might go the nose.
get him, Timmy.
And that's going to do it. Final score here tonight, 48-8. Be moving on to round 2.
Did they get the extra point? Yeah, they got the extra
They got a
point.
2-point conversion.
And then we're going to just go ahead and say, you know what? End the game.
Yeah.
And if I'm other.
Might be home before 10. Quick game tonight.
Well, I'm going to shut her down.
All right.
Appreciate y'all watching. We'll update in social media shortly who we're playing next week. Be here. Regardless who we play, it's here.
Yep.
Advantage of being number 1.
And all the way, as always, until next week, go
Cougars.
Cougars.